right, welcome back. Day 7 of our 30-day yoga swing challenge. So we're going to move on to some leg stretches from here. So I'm going to put my swing behind my back like we have before, and this is a half Buddha sequence. So what we're going to do is sit back into our sumo squat like we've been doing. Okay, just let your body get used to hanging by the upper underarms. We're going to engage so there's plenty of space between the neck and the shoulders. The arms are getting nice and strong, and we're rearranging the posture. So we're literally recalibrating where the shoulders sit by lifting the sternum as well as dropping the hips to get nice long lines in the front of the body. And then we're going to keep our arms wrapped around the swing. Always hug the swing, really important. This is a no-no because you will slide out. Okay, wrap around. Let's go ahead and start with the right leg. So we're going to grab the leg loop with both hands, use your core, pick that foot up, go ahead and get the leg loop behind the ankle. You can spread it out. Everything spreads out, which is a really nice treat. If that feels like it's too much pressure on the heel, or if the back of the knee feels like it's overextending, you can spread everything out. Okay, so for this leg stretch sequence, we're going to have to stay nice and strong and engage through the arms. We're not going to use the other leg loop for now. So if it's bothering you, just wrap it around. You can wrap it around your arm. Okay, but it should be fine. It might bop a little bit, but we'll just leave it. So the first thing we're going to do is just let the foot explore in the space. So we're lubricating the hip joint. Really important that the pubic bone is tucked down, so really deep in the hip creases. There's a tendency to push up through the hips, and we really want to emphasize that dropping of the hips. Really, really important to get the long length of the spine. So we're going to go ahead and let the foot just explore in the space. Really gentle, really slow. And then let's go ahead and bend the knee in. Right? When we bend the knee in, we're going to hug the leg loops towards us like our sitting pigeon. Okay, so let's just go ahead and stretch the hip. And then we're going to keep holding on, and we're going to extend. So flex your foot back and get a nice extension through the hamstring. Okay, let's try that again. Pull the foot in towards the chest. Hold on with both hands. Take a breath there. Go ahead and inhale and extend. This time we're going to start to stretch the quad. Okay, flex the foot back. Start to engage. The more you pull with your arm, the deeper the stretch. Okay, so I'm going to bend the knee and I'm going to roll it over into a quad stretch. My left foot has to jump to the center of the mat. Wherever you are, just make sure that you're in a straight line. So this is a really deep stretch through the quad. You're going to go ahead and hook the elbow and drop the hips if you can. If that's too much, you can extend the arm. But I really want you to pull the heel in closer to your bum and then square the hips towards the left. Okay, let your gaze and your hips move over in alignment with your left knee. Okay, so if you want to go a little bit deeper, go ahead and straighten the front leg. Just drop it in. I call it making a wish when we spread out like that, so start to expand. Notice that there's a lot of tension in the upper body, so go ahead and hold on and pull up. So lift your heart, lift your sternum, and then drop the hips down, spread out. Bend the front knee again. Go ahead and hold on to the leg loop. Bring the knee back around nice and slow, ooh la la, and extend. So that was a big stretch for not only for the hamstring, but then getting into the quad, okay? So we stretch the outer hip, we stretch the hamstring, and then we turn it over and stretch the quad. Okay, this is our leg stretches number 2, a little bit more advanced, yeah, than what we did yesterday. So we keep adding on. So let's move through a floating Buddha. Let's go through second side here to switch. So floating Buddha is with the leg loops at the ankles. Go ahead and give yourself a break. Extend with the arms overhead and then out wide into a star position. Long arms, long legs. And then let's remove the right leg loop. Okay, keep your arms wrapped around the swing. Bring that foot down. And then you can hold on to the leg loop if that's comfortable, or just let it go and use your forearm press to wag the leg. So wag the tail is a nice way to just explore in the space, letting the foot move from side to side to lubricate the hip joint. Keep your hips drop down. Remember, that's an important detail. So sternum lifting, hips dropping. See if they can move in opposite directions, and you find that nice long extension through the front of the spine. Okay? If you ever need a break from here, go ahead and lean back, open it up, move the swing down. You can lift up a little bit and then come back into it to get it lower, and then come back into your forearm press. I can hear you guys when there's too much pressure on the underarms. So let's go ahead and bend that left knee in. Grab for the leg loop, little seated pigeon pose here, just warming up that hip, and then keep holding on with the left and extend. Flex the left toes back. Pull strongly with your arms, so you're using a bicep curl to get deeper into the hamstring. Let's do that one more time. Bend the left knee, pull the foot in. Seated pigeon. Remember, there's no weight in that right foot. We're dropping our hips completely, and then open up again. Okay? This time we're going to bend the knee in. So see if you can do this and be nice and safe for the knee joints. I like to hook here, and then my right foot is going to jump to the center side of the mat. My chest and my gaze and my hip are all squaring to the right, and I'm dropping down. So most of the time there's a lot of tension in the quad moving up into the psoas. We're starting to stretch the energy lines that go up into the belly. I want you to see if you can expand. Just try it. Keep a nice hook. The upper body, if you need to hold on to the swing to get that lift, that's 100% okay. But I want you to start to make a wish and spread out. Even if that wish is that your hips were a little bit more open, make a wish. Okay? Take a nice deep breath there. If you want to go a little bit further, straighten the front leg. So straighten the right leg, left knee stays in really tight, so the foot is close to the bum, and you're stretching out. Now this sequence is supposed to be a little bit more advanced than what we did yesterday, and if it is too much, then just slow it down, make modifications, make it your own. That's 100% okay. We're going to go ahead, hold on to the leg loop. Really important to keep your anchors, okay? So turn the knee around, go ahead and stretch it out, and just take a moment to release that hip. Woo! Just 5 minutes of hip and leg stretches in this position are going to make a huge difference, okay? Bend the knee, release the leg loop, come back through your sumo squat, and hang out here for just a couple breaths. If you want to wash it out, go ahead and press your legs straight, lift your hips towards the sky, come into a supported back bend, and back through your forearm press and sumo squat. All right, that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jen Healy with Aerial Yoga Play. You can go to the website, aerialyogaplay.com, to learn more about our trainings and workshops and things that might be happening in your area. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Namaste.